Hi everyone, this is Miss Lynn from Lovely Decor. How is everybody doing on this evening? Well, tonight I wanted to talk to you about a thing that I'm going to be doing as we are approaching the holidays. I'm going to be doing different types of tablescapes that I'll be using as we celebrate throughout the holidays. I'm so glad October is almost over and we're getting ready to hit into November, December. And what I decided to do was to compose different types of table settings that we can all share in doing, and that I like to do when I am entertaining through the week. If you saw my other through this holiday season, this is the best season. I love it. If you saw my other video, you saw where I did fire and ice, and fire and ice will be like those blue candles you see up there. That will be my initial Christmas theme. But what I'm going to be doing is composing different types of table settings and bringing them together in tablescapes that you can just have some ideas of some things you can do. And the thing about this, I found all this in my buffet cabinet, my linen drawer. I didn't have to go outside and shop for anything. That was what was so much fun. These copper candles that you see here really sit up on my countertop where you see those sitting. So I want to call this table setting copper. And because you're seeing now everywhere where they're mixing metals together. And I just sometimes, when I'm beginning to do things and start creating things, the ideas a lot of times just start flowing. So in this copper, and I think it's so pretty, I'm just going to take a step back because this rose metal stuff is what is in my kitchen area. So I decided to do this and call it copper. So let me show you. And it's amazing some things you can do and just bring together and shop in your own home. I'm going to start right here with these balls right here that you see here. These were some things that I used Christmas before, and I have to really work on taking my tags off stuff. But I had these put up in a box, and when I decided to do the copper, I put this out on the table. This here actually, I can show you, was a napkin holder that I had purchased one time, and a young lady saw these and she was doing her dining room over, and she asked me could she use them, and at the time I wasn't, so I had 6 and I gave her 4 of them, and we really set her table beautifully in the colors of amber. I had some of these left over from another project, so I just put them out on the table because this table is called copper. Now, even when I was doing this and putting this together, I came across the idea of how I can really bling out my placemats. But I want to start with everything and show you how I built this up and the colors that I use. And it's amazing how all these colors go into everything in my home, especially the rose metal that will be in the kitchen. So give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. Now, the first thing I started with, and it's always going to be a foundation for every tablescape I make through the holidays, because until I get up to the fire and ice, we're going to be using always this runner, and we're going to always be using these table mats. But as I was putting these down, because I like to just have something that's really nice and down and that can also be blinged out, I thought about if I could put these down, taking the back off, or getting more, because I'm going to have more of these anyway, and putting them around the corner. Hobby Lobby has trim, beautiful trim that you can put around this. And so my foundation for each one of my place settings will be this. And then to bring in the color and keep in with the color that is throughout my home and living room, I just simply use this mat that I brought from Home Goods. This mat was from Home Goods. And if you go to Sign Mart and in their plate section, and You know, a lot of times they will have 50% off or something, 50% off, and then they will take it. You can have a coupon on your phone that you can get an extra 50% off. And I purchased all colors of this Nina Home collection. I like the way the plates are made, and they're just nice. Her collection and her stuff is beautiful. So I layer the next layer because, you know, you're working in layers as you come up, and depending on what you're going to have. And then I had brought a set of her saucers to put on here, and I started with, kept building up with that, and then the beautiful bowl too. The only thing that I missed was her coffee cup, because when they have those big sales, they really run through that stuff. But it's really not needed for this setting. And then I had this napkin. And in one of my videos, I'd say that these napkin rings came from Hobby Lobby, but these particular ones are Pure One. Because, you know, I love Pure One's things. So I just wanted to put the napkin holder up here on the bowl. And so the next thing would be my copper cup, a goblet. And I would add a water cup to this. And I'm actually having some company. It's going to be funny because they came before and I had all my fire and ice stuff out, and so when they come this time, this will be sitting, and that is really the objective of it, to keep changing things up and letting people see the beauty of how you can do things. Because of our meal, I'm only going to need my knife and the spoon and my fork over here. So now you have a beautiful setting that you did with everything that you already had, and that's why I call this copper. And so I'm going to be coming with all different types of tablescapes, as I am showing you also the decor that I'm going to be starting to do for Christmas. Because if you saw me and heard me in the last video, I was telling you October, after October I start, and I can't wait for my banquet to arrive. So I just wanted to bring this to you so we can have some fun. Join me. It's celebrating tablescapes, and this one is called copper, and I'm going to be doing one with trees. I'm going to be doing one with acrylic angels. I'm going to be doing with antique pieces where I use my shakers and coffee pots, teapots. I'm just going to be doing different ones with topiaries where we can come together, angels. I'm going to do one that's a boa, like with boas that you just put boas around different sections, and you're going to see I'm going to be using some of the same things, but it's going to be switched up too. So God bless each of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'm so excited about having like over 1,000 or close to 1,000 subscribers coming on, and all the beautiful comments and things that you make. And I thank you, and I thank God first, because without him we wouldn't be able to get up, breathe, do nothing that we do. So stay encouraged, decorate, have fun, enjoy the seasons with all of your loved ones. God bless each of you. Happy decorating from Miss Lynn, Lovely Decor.